I got the shade and the juice.
Hey, what's up? What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be doing our first episode of Shade and Juice. I did kind of come up with a concept not too long ago where I was going to call it SL or Some More Love Juice. And I kind of said, you know, there's going to be some shade involved. There's also, of course, going to be some juicy topics. So I decided maybe I would like to do that. If you like that name, definitely hit the thumbs up button, or you can comment down below to let me know that you like Shade and Juice better than Some More Love Juice. And I will kind of decide how we move forward for the next episode. We're going to go ahead and get right into it. We're going to be talking about some of the latest topics that have happened over the course of this week. I'm not sure if this might evolve into a daily type of thing or maybe a every other day type of thing, but I'm ready, I'm here, I have time on my hands, and we're going to keep this going. So I look forward to going on this journey with you guys. So the first thing that happened recently is Cardi B had her baby. So congratulations to her. You know, I'm definitely somebody that has gotten... Cardi B has grown on me, I'll say that. Because initially when I first saw her on Instagram years ago, I followed and unfollowed her several times. I'm not even gonna lie. I was just like, I don't know if I like I like the message, but she's kind of loud. She kind of got a weird voice. I wasn't really feeling it too much. But then I think when she got on Love and Hip Hop, I think that's where I got more to see her personality and I became more a fan. And then we got to see her music and it kind of evolved from there. She was pretty much forced to let everybody know on Instagram, on Shade Room, everywhere that her baby was born July 10th, 2018. Something where they were giving out her information at the hospital. And the baby's name is Kulture Karlie Cephus. Wasn't the name of Migos' album, if I remember correctly, wasn't it like For the Culture or something like that? I think it was something that said culture. Well, maybe it's just in their song, but it just kind of sounds familiar to me. Also, they said that Nicki Minaj, she sent a $5,000 baby basket to Cardi B. And I'm just like, I remember when Cardi B was on the Ellen show and she was like, she didn't want to say her registry information because she was like, you never know who has bad intentions for you and who might try to do something. So she was like, she's not even going to put it out there. She don't really want any gifts from strangers. And I'm like, I know Nicki Minaj is not necessarily a stranger, but I feel so like they're not really friends. Like I feel like Nicki Minaj is jealous of her at the end of the day. She might try to play nice for the cameras, might try to pretend to smile, you know, smile while she's talking to her so that the cameras can get that and put it up on the headlines and show that they're friends again. But I know that secretly she's like, yo, this girl is hustling. Like she was even pregnant. She was out on stage doing her thing nonstop up until the birth of the child. She's still on Instagram, still everywhere. She didn't take no breaks. Even though people's like, oh, this is going to be the end of her career because she's having a baby. So I feel like, yeah, Nicki Minaj is pissed off. Plus, she's not just a baby mother, she's a wife. And you know, Nicki Minaj always said she didn't want to have no babies unless you put a ring on it and you marry her. So she has everything right now that Nicki Minaj would like. That's from my point of view. Y'all can let me know if y'all think so. So I don't know if I would really be so excited about getting something from Nicki Minaj. Yeah, $5,000, that's what's up, but I probably donate it or something like that just because at the end of the day, her and Offset, they not struggling, you know what I mean? So I don't think that she should necessarily worry about that. On next news, Raye McCoy is now engaged. So she got engaged on a show that I never even knew about. Well, actually I lied because maybe like a week or two ago, oddly enough, my mother, she called me up and my mother be talking all kind of shit. So I was just kind of like, hey mom, yeah. You know, I was just trying to, you know, I was listening but not really listening. She talked about The Bachelor. I'm like, mom, I don't watch The Bachelor. And she's like, oh, there's this show that comes on after where they propose and they gotta get married the same day. No, they propose to the person and they get engaged and it's just after an hour. And I'm just like, that kind of reminds me of Married at First Sight. I'm like, oh, I watched that. And then she told me, and I was like, oh, I watched I think I told her I watched Love and Hip Hop or something, because I think she told me it comes on Mondays after The Bachelor. I'm like, oh, I already have shows that I watched at that time. And so, to make a long story short, I knew about it, but I just didn't know about it. So, Raye McCoy just so happened to be on this show. The woman who was freaking married to the prime minister of, what was it? Caicos and Turcos, or some country there in the Caribbean. And I should know the name. I feel so sorry for myself. Because it's part of the British, I believe they're part of the British West Indies. And I'm part of the British West Indies. I'm from there, but, well, not that particular place. So I should know, but I don't. So she got engaged on there. And then on Instagram, he proposed to her again to be like, yeah, this is legit. They kissed and everything. And I'm just like, girl, like, can't you do better than that? He's supposed to be like a salesman. So he's from Chicago. He's a salesman, but he's like a regular guy. And she was just a prime minister's wife. Like, I feel like, you're a celebrity, even though times have changed. Like, you're big time. Are you just doing this for the money? Did they say they would pay you well? If you continue on with this charade, they would continue to pay you, help us bring this show up. I don't know, but obviously there was not very good marketing, because I didn't know about it. A lot of my YouTube friends didn't know about it, such as Ashley Miller. She said she had no idea about this. I saw her post it on Facebook the other day, and I was just like, what show is this? And then I found out a little more, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my mother was just talking to me about this the other night. So yeah, she's engaged, and I don't know if it's real or not. I guess we shall see if she starts posting single photos again, or if she ends up on a dating show or something like that. We're gonna see our love connection or something next. Kylie Jenner, she hits Forbes America's Women Billionaires list, and she's only 20 years old. And I've heard that a lot of people were kind of mad about it. I know Nene Leakes had said something on Instagram on the Shade Room. She was like, you know, that's good for her, but something along the lines of she's not self-made. Like, how many of us can say that? Let me see. I'm gonna get the exact thing. Well, some people get opportunities that others will never get. Just saying. This game ain't fair. And to be honest, I don't really see anything wrong with that statement. A lot of people like lit fire under her ass for that. And they was saying that she was negative. A lot of people, I feel like they just said that because they don't like her. If somebody else that was inspirational would have said that same exact thing and put like stay woke under it, or hashtag stay woke, I feel like everybody would have liked it and they would have glorified that comment. But because it's Nene Leakes, it's like a big deal. Oh no, you're jealous, you're this, you're that. I feel like she's actually telling the truth, because at the end of the day, she started off from a not poor family. Her father was a big time attorney or lawyer, wasn't he? And he was pretty well off. Kim Kardashian made the family a household name where everybody knows every part of their family. Each member in their family was able to get some kind of celebrity from this. They've had tons of spin-off shows. Hell, the mother even had her own talk show. They have lines for everything. Next thing you know, the mother's gonna probably have a line for Depends, because she's done commercials, pretty much commercials on the show for Depends, saying how she had a weak bladder and stuff like that. So, I mean, they're well off. They're doing, and the mother is like the manager that makes sure that they're getting connections. They're able to do all these big name Gucci, Saint Laurent, to like all these different big name modeling gigs and everything else. They put that she was self-made, and she's not necessarily self-made. She's made from her family. She supposedly got a loan from her mother of $250,000, which a lot of us can't say we could ever do. And she was able to, from there, create this $1 billion, well, she's about to hit $1 billion empire from it. And I believe that was with her lip kit and whatever other things that she sells. Oh yeah, her makeup and stuff like that. So that's where she was able to kind of blow up from that. Recently saw that Phaedra is joining the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So when I do my recaps here, you're gonna hear me talk about Phaedra and her shade. Like, this woman is the queen of shade. Like, I mean, some of y'all may not like her. I don't like her all the time, and sometimes I do feel like she's fake. but I do also feel like she is the shade queen. She has some of the best commentaries on the show and has had them for a while. But she will smile in your face, honey. She will be a peach, a Georgia peach, but she will shade you to the max behind your back like one of them true church women. No shade to the church people, but y'all know what I'm talking about. There be those people in church that will smile, and as soon as you walk away, ooh, did you hear about her husband cheating on her? And the girl is right there, you know? Here, Kenya Moore is now out. Kenya Moore is out here living her best life, trying to just stay positive, and she's pregnant right now, and I think that that's what she should more so focus on, because right now I don't think she should get that stress. I mean, I don't know when they're supposed to be filming or whatever, or if they're filming right now, but I don't think that that's something that she should right now have to worry about. She should just worry about her husband and getting that baby taken care of and whatever. Just she's living her dreams right now. I mean, I'm so happy for her, and she's definitely an inspiration to older women, because I know myself, I'm getting to that age where I'm just like, ooh, ain't no more babies coming out of here, honey, you know. We about to just have one and done. Well, one and, you know, my stepkids and done, but other than that, I don't know. There's a new show called Love Is on OWN. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I was thinking about actually, no lie, the first episode that came on, I typed up the review, and then I was just like, I feel more so like this is a show that I just want to kind of enjoy, because it's not the same when you're reviewing a show as to when you're just watching it. It's like you can more so soak it in, enjoy it, and I feel like that's one of those shows that I kind of wanted to do that. And it's not that drama filled. I mean, I don't always have to talk about drama-filled stuff, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those kind of chill, give you those nostalgic type of vibes kind of shows, and that's what I was just like, all right, you know, I just want to kind of watch this on my own. But anyway, just to kind of sum it up, it's about this guy named Yasir and a woman named what's her name? Nuri and Yasir. They're the two main characters. They met in this, takes place in California back in like 1996, and he had a girlfriend at the time, but he was going through a rough patch where he kind of didn't have anything at all, and he ends up losing his girlfriend to be with his new girl, Nuri, but she doesn't know his background. She doesn't know what's really going on with him, and she was kind of like doing her own thing. She wasn't really looking for love at the time. So it's a real good movie. I mean, it's a movie. It could be a movie, but it's a real good show that I'm watching right now. And they did introduce the creator. I think I was watching some show. I think it was like the Wendy Williams show that I was watching. They introduced a creator. She's actually the creator of Being Mary Jane, which is no longer going to be showing, which I used to love me some Being Mary Jane, but she said BET just kind of felt like it wasn't something they wanted to do anymore, whatever. They had differences, so it's over. Being Mary Jane, Girlfriends, and The Game. I'm like, damn, that's 3 shows that I liked. Yes. And her husband, he does Black Lightning. He's also done like a few, well, I don't know what else he's done, but I know definitely Black Lightning was one that they noted. So they come from a great background of writers and creating scripts. So it's really good. It's well written so far, and it's actually, she said this is her story of how things actually occurred in her life, because people asked her like, how do you balance your life and your love and everything, and this is her. Go watch the show. That'll be her answer. I tend to do that on my other channel, because like when somebody asks me like, what hair are you wearing or something, I'll be like, oh, let me look up the link. I'll give you the link. Or how did you do that? Here's the link of how I did it. You know, instead of me telling you, I can just show you and also get that view. You know what I mean? The last thing that we're going to talk about is going to be the Claremont twins. Well, one actually. Her name is Shanad. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I remember them when I used to review Bad Girls Club. You know, that was my show, y'all. One of them got arrested for credit card fraud, and she was arrested according to the New York Post because this guy that she was supposed to see to do like prostitution for, she was supposed to get like $400 that night to give the goods, do whatever with the dude, and the dude ends up overdosing in his Manhattan apartment, and she ends up taking his card. And this was back in January of 2017. And she's been using his card ever since then to go on trips, to buy clothes, like so many things that this could track back to you. Oh my God. I don't know. This is so dumb. Like, girl, why did you think that this was acceptable? You're a major influencer. So I know that you're getting, both of you guys, you're getting pretty good money. You know, they're able to do all these surgeries and change their faces, everything. Like, they've done so much to themselves. So why is it that you thought that this was okay? I guess she just thought that, well, he didn't pay me, so I'm going to pay myself. You know, maybe he didn't give her the money that night. I don't know what happened, but she's racked up $20,000 in credit card fraud. She's charged with wire fraud, access device fraud, and identity theft. So all three of these things is things that she can get convicted for. If she does get convicted, she's going to be in jail for, or she could possibly be in jail for decades. So hopefully some of that money that she got from Bad Girls Club, which probably is no longer existent, or her sister can chip in, or they can start using that Instagram money or something to get a good lawyer, because it sounds like she's gonna really need one. So that's pretty much all the shade and juice for today. Guys, if you do want to give me any topics, because like I said, is depending on how I get the stories in, I may do this as a daily, every other day type of thing. We're still in the works. I'm still getting everything together as we do this. This is episode 1, and I'm truly excited for it. So guys, make sure you share and make sure you're subscribed if you're just meeting me for the first time. I'm definitely going to be consistent if you guys are also consistent with me, and it makes me want to do it when I see that you guys are watching. So make sure you let me know about the title down below and everything. But if you do want to send me any stories, you can hit me up either on Twitter, email, or website is the two main places. Like Some More Love TV is my email address, or Some More Love Reality TV, any one of those two. I'll try to remember to put it down below so you guys can just click on it. You can send me stories there if you want a shout out, and if I actually use your story and you want a shout out, then let me know down below. Hopefully it's not something that I already chose, because you know, sometimes I'm also digging myself. I'll see ya on the next one.